We decided to go live at this moment. First of all, we want to thank our viewers for participating in yesterday's event, which is August National Black Business Month. We thank all the participants that was there celebrating the event with us. We will be coming with more videos and information about the history of the Black Business Month, who was involved, who was the co-founder, who got it started. Then we will also interact with different businesses, content creators, see what their opinions are, see what their views are, see what their experience is about the Black Business Month. I just wanted to send my invitation to you. And thanks and gratitude for helping us support the Burning Bush Soul Food Restaurant yesterday in Olive Branch as we went live yesterday. Now we getting ready to end that information because I'll be posting in the community post. The very reason that I wanted to go live tonight is it's been a lot of calling out in our community. The corruption that took place when I first brought it to everyone's attention approximately 2 years ago. Now everybody has witnessed that it is corruption in our gig community. Now I want to talk about a topic that I put out for a brief moment. And I asked the question, are GigTube influencers gaslighting each other or content creators? Which means that we have a group in our niche that's been predominantly controlling the space by bragging about their subscribers count that make them relevant as the powers to be or the YouTube authority in our community. That was one of the reasons I came out and started doing content because I watched this mess go on for 3 to 4 years. People talked about how silly it is. It's schoolyard playground games being made, the reindeer games. It's more female, it's more like female drama in high school. Well, why wasn't it addressed 3 to 4 years ago to the content creators that started this mess? But since we have been on a campaign to show you proof about some of the corruption that happens in our community, those content creators started gaslighting people like yours truly, Hot Facts with Robert Reese, Torp, throwing out idle threats. At Thomas, Shoeback Industries, Jeff Thomas Black. They even throw threats at Uber Jeep AZ. Now, we shook the trees, ladies and gentlemen, and something done fell out of the trees. And it's called the moment of truth. You see, I had encouraged other content creators to go live tonight. Everybody says Pedro live. I beg to differ. It's Thomas Shoeback Industry live. And I hope he go live as well on his channel and also being on Pedro's channel. I may turn it on the screen in a few minutes. But I want to share with you that these GigTube influencers, some of your favorite iconic figures that you believed in, have manipulated you as well as others then anyone stands up to them or questions them, then they gaslight those content creators, sending their trolls at them, trying to destroy them and put fear in them. We're going to talk about the term. I'm not going to go so deep into it because it's a very, very deep topic. That's the reason why I'm going to have to do more than one video about it. This will be more like the introduction of what we're getting ready to talk about. And I asked the question this evening, are GigTube influencers gaslighting other content creators because they have higher subscribers? And they look at themselves as the power to be and the authority figure of YouTube when they are in this niche here. But when Hot Facts was Robert Reese was talking about views and all of that, they bashed him for it. So what's the difference of a content creator bragging about views and getting traction than those that have a large subscriber count and trying to control the rest of the content creators that are smaller, to where they have built a bridge there, the where they can approve who get monetized and who don't. That sounds like gaslighting to me, ladies and gentlemen. And I told you I was going to go live at Pedro Go Live. You know, not because I wasn't invited. We had that conversation months ago that when it came up to go on Pedro Live, I protested against him. First of all, I'm a content creator. Second of all, I have a channel. Third of all, you don't control me. You don't control when, where, and how I bring my content. So that turned on the light bulb in this society here, to where, I gotta find that remote, to where people saw the light in the dark room and said, wait a minute now, that makes a lot of sense. The Doordash revolution is speaking the moment of truth. Why do we have to get approval from the powers to be who has authority, who think they have authority, cause of their subscriber count the smaller content creators as irrelevant? You see, so let's go ahead and touch on some few things here. There are going to be two definitions I would like to share with you: misinformation and disinformation. All right, we're going to talk about misinformation first. Misinformation is the incorrect or misleading information, and it's different from disinformation. Once again, the information itself is incorrect and it's misleading information. Now we're getting ready to tell you what the definition of disinformation is. And you be the judge and you watch what's going on of the events of what's happening tonight here forward. You can also go back in the past and look at the origins of where this came from. That means you want to look at more than one content creator's channel. You got to see who versus who, then go to the opponent's channel, their adversary or whatever. Check out the origin of the content. You be the judge, ladies and gentlemen, because the light has been turned on in the dark room. Now, since you can see what goes on in the dark room, it's your responsibility to discover truth for yourself, and don't let no one brainwash you or manipulate you into believing otherwise. Disinformation, false information deliberately and often covertly spreads rumors in order to influence public opinion or obscure the truth. That's what's going on more so than anything. We have some people giving misinformation on this media platform in our niche. You have some people giving disinformation. And that's what these content creators was doing in the past. Didn't nobody check them on it. Then nobody said this is childish. Then anybody said, man, you guys sit here, man, have more drama than females in high school. It's only being said to those that have stood up and said it's enough. It's time out. We're not going to stand for the manipulation. We're not going to stand for the misinformation and misleading information. We're not going to stand by and keep allowing disinformation to come out to where smaller content creators are being torn down because they speaking the truth. Follow me if you will. We're going to talk about the term gaslighting. And gaslighting, we got so many categories to even touch on it, psychological. Because it came from a term back in 1938. It was a film. And I'm going to do some more research so I can get the facts totally correct and do the research that I need to do. From what I understand, the film dealt with a woman, and the man, kept turning the gas light down, turning it dim, and she's like, I'm noticing that it's turning dim, and then he's going back in there, and it lights brighter than before. Trying to make her think that something was wrong up here, misleading the victim into thinking they was losing their sanity. Now, politicians use this technique to discredit their opponent during election season. And there's been a lot of gaslighting trying to tear down the credibility of the candidate that will be better than the candidate he's going up against. Gaslighting has been used in social media from all different niches. That does not exempt the GigTube community. It's worse in our community than a lot of people know. Some of my audience said, man, you guys, man, is off the chain. Man, it's more ridiculous on y'all channel in your community than what we see on other social media platforms. The drama is off the charts. Okay? And the very ones that's creating this drama, and when you stand up against it, what do, ladies and gentlemen? They start gaslighting you, using gaslighting techniques. You understand what I'm saying? And when they use them gaslighting techniques, they try to convince your audience on the public social media platform that you own to stop looking at your channel. Where was all the people that's speaking out now saying it's ridiculous and they wasn't speaking out then? I'm going to tell you why. Because it was their favorite content creators that they love to watch. That's why. Well, it's time out for the brainwashing. It's coming to an end. The manipulation is coming to an end. And even these content creators behind the scenes are misleading each other, giving misinformed information to one another behind the scenes, disinformation behind the scenes. Well, I'm buddy with you, and then when I'm on the set, I'm not buddy with you. Oh yes, all of this going on, I have the proof. I hope somebody call me out and tell me to bring the proof. And they're gonna wish they never asked for it. Oh, I got the proof. Why you think that I consider myself to be silenced for a while? I was doing my homework. I was getting the facts right. I was watching everyone. When they was telling everybody last year that they was gonna silence the Doordash revolution, blacklist the revolution, that he's irrelevant. Sambo comments, he's a shame to the Black community. That was gaslighting, ladies and gentlemen. With the insults to bring a person good name down, to get those viewers not to watch the Doordash revolution. All you got to do is look at my channel, look at the episodes, look at Hotfix episodes, and you're going to see who was behind these acts that I'm talking about. Then check their channels out and listen to what's being said. That means you got 2 years worth of material you got to look at before you can even say a word. So you can get all the facts and the proof. I'm going to be right now trying to, hold on. We're going to try to see. Can I do this? Let's see. Can we do this here? Let's see. Can we make this happen? I want to know what's going on right now. I know you do too. So let's see what we can get going on right now. Just if we able to. All right, hold on.
And then lastly, like once we're done, I'll stick around for like a little while just so you and your crew can like fuck on me if you want, you know.
No, this isn't about that. I want to make something very clear. This isn't anybody coming here for fireworks. You might have your popcorn, that's fine. If we're coming here to clown myself.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. That's if I could get this to do right. Gonna give it a few minutes. Let's see, did it kick in? Hold on.
Or these gentlemen, that's not what this live is about. You can please dismiss yourself.
Well, I know your crew's probably been waiting for a chance to punk on me, you know.
That's okay. They might do that in the chat, but you guys do that. You guys do that, so that's only fair. But what I'm saying is this isn't going to be about 4 of us yelling and screaming at each other. I have no intention of doing that.
Okay.
If you guys say something crazy, I might respond, but that's not my intent going in. I want to make that very clear. So.
All right. Well, with that, I would like to give the floor to whoever wants to go next, and yeah. So.
Want to go first, Bart? That's right, share, in my opinion.
So I just want to say that, I mean, I told everybody in advance that I know it's going to be professional. I know it ain't going to be no screaming match. The only reason why I'm here is because of a week and a half ago, I ran into Torque's video. First time, you know, I listened to his channel and I became a fan.
Hold on. Somebody had a computer on. Can you guys mute that or lower it? Get the background. And I want all the words to be there in the slides. So you guys can either mute yourself or make sure that you turn it off in the background.
I'll give a little objection to that, but I had to kill the Doordash. I had to kill the YouTube, StreamYard to make sense. I was getting feedback like a motherfucker.
Yeah, no, that's what you got to do because we got them both on. And
yep. I had to kill the YouTube to get the
perfect. All right, then.
Okay, so I want to make it clear. My only issue is, Paige, you kind of gave a bunch of people who aren't really like doing the grind. They're really trying to build up their viewership, and they're capping about how much money they're making. Like, it seems like the only people making $30, $40 an hour, talking about making $2,000 or $3,000 a week, are like GigTubers. So that's the main reason why I started going in more so on the glitch. which I learned about from Torp and Jeff Thomas, who I'm kind of disappointed didn't show up. But the way I feel, the people who were using that glitch, acting like they're making all this money, you know, because of the fact Doordash in LA, for example, you have to be a top dasher to get on the app. So you're going to end up averaging $6 to $8 max a delivery, and there's no way to make $30 an hour. No one, you have to be a top dasher to be allowed on the app. So that's the reason why I felt some kind of way, because it seems like the bigger GigTubers were using this glitch, not knowing if you're using it, but you were giving a platform to people that clearly were using the glitch and acting like they're making all this money to get you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to pause it right there. Rideshare hustler do have a point. That's what I was talking about, content creators gaslighting. And not only gaslighting other content creators, because you see those men are speaking their truth. You see, so he's letting them know that you guys are influencers in our society, in our community. And this is what I'm going to say behind what he's talking about. And I hope that every GigTube influencer get this message today. And they will, because I will republish this video. The audience, the subscribers, and the viewers deserve more from content creators. They deserve better than this from content creators. You have influencers that has been doing it for 4 years that I know of. Give disinformation to other content creator viewers. Okay? To encourage them not to listen to the content creator that they subscribe to. And at the same time, it's giving misinformation to the viewers and the audience for monetary gain. That is the truth. I've seen it for 4 years. But we're going to play a little bit more of this here, ladies and gentlemen, and hear what's really going on. But I had to chime in on what the rideshare hustler was talking about. Now, if you averaging $40 and $50 per hour every hour for the straight 10 hours, something not right with the picture, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, I did the Diamond program. I did a 18-month case study. Just like you would do a term paper. I went out there in them streets to find out the facts for myself, my experience, and I shared my experience. I didn't hide anything from anybody. Then when I started showing them the receipts, okay, in my community post, they say he can't be making that kind of money in less time. He can't be doing it. Because I was trying to share the information with drivers that if you work within the algorithm, you can get them orders. And we weren't talking about the glitch, because I didn't know anything about the glitch until recently, 2 or 3 days ago. I learned the information that I got from the deep red dispatch system, from the engineers that told us how drivers are selective. The best drivers for the best offers. And you had to get your AR rating up. It took me 10 months, 5 attempts before I became top dasher again. Okay, we was doing research the whole year of last year. I had a team and all of that, and we did the right way, the honest way, and as fair as possible. And We shared our story. We shared our experience. So when I got attacked about the receipts, because people were showing receipts off of GridWise and receipts from other applications, I declared that the only official receipts that needs to be shown was on the Doordash application, the app that we work for, the app that we work on, the app that we make our money from. That is the legitimate official site to show your receipts. So they kept slamming me hard until I said, okay, woo, a light bulb turned on, and I thank them for turning that light bulb on for me. Then I really saw what was in the dark room once the light was on. I said, that's a great idea. Nobody doing live ride-alongs that's showing detail to detail information from pick up to drop off to going to the restaurants, interacting with other drivers about this diamond program. If you don't believe me, look at my video, the live video that says take it to the streets. Look at the $100 March Madness challenge, where two drivers was trying to make sure I didn't make that money, didn't reach my goal. The rule was 3. It was in threes. And what I mean by threes is in 3 hours, you can make $100. If I made that $100 in 3 hours, then I advanced to the second round. Second round, 2 hours. Trying to get that 200 goal or that $100 goal for 2 hours. And if I reach that, then go to the last and final round, making $100 in 1 hour. Okay, now let's go back and see, can we listen to a little bit more of this? And I don't want to be the only one talking. Then you're going to say, man, you ain't let the guys you supposed to be reviewing get a chance.
Act like they're these gurus, when in reality, they were using a backdoor secret way to be a top dasher and take or get rid of crowds, but take all the good orders.
So that's who are you specifically representing?
I don't. Here's the thing. You have. I don't want to mention his name. Okay.
You talking about Richard?
Not really Richard, but me and Dash Church is cool now. But it seems like okay. You got Dash. You got. Okay, my gripe is bigger than.
See, what these 3 men don't understand is this here. Pedro cherry picks who he debate with. And when he can control that, he don't lose a debate. Okay. There's only a very few content creators Pedro won't debate with. I'm not going to tell you who their names are. I'm going to let you figure that out for yourself. But I have seen him in action. What he's doing right now, he's using a gaslighting technique. Okay, is you accusing me? And as soon as he say that, they're going to be like, He got them once they do that. Then he going to gaslight them into saying who they're talking about. First, it's going to start out, look like that's the way it's going right now. That okay, you accusing me of this? Now, there's video footage that took place about what actually happened on other channels. I don't know why none of them playing that footage right now that would close his mouth and open a can of worms on what's really going. What happened to that footage? Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen more and find out what's going on. And you're going to watch how Pedro worked and how Pedro used the gaslighting technique that I'm talking about.
It's more so, you got Dash and Trader, you got Doordash Diaries, you got a few other people, can't remember their names, but I should have wrote them down. But these people you gave credibility to at a time that shouldn't have happened. because they should have earned it. You know, Dash and Trader on one hand confronting customers, but then he's going at me for kicking a bag, and you gave him credibility.
Hold on, what does that have to do? What does that have to do with the I want us to stay on top of it. So are you saying that Dash and Trader would be kind of flipped and lying about his earnings?
Bingo. Bingo. You see how clever Pedro is? He's getting ready to rip that man apart. He's gaslighting, ladies and gentlemen. He's gaslighting. And rideshare hustle don't even realize he being a victim of getting gaslight. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I got the video out. Are GigTube influencers gaslight other content creators? I got the proof tonight. There won't nobody be able to deny the facts that you see tonight. So yes, let's listen to a little bit more of this here, and watch and study and watch and listen and watch how this thing is going. Now, Thomas not afraid of Pedro. Thomas was smart. See, he maybe having difficulty trying to get his equipment going, because he was having difficulty earlier getting his equipment going and everything. Thomas was. Okay. But I recommended to Thomas that if you go on Pedro Live, you also go live. The Doordash Revolution will go live. And I am live watching them. And you are watching them. Now let's hear a little bit more of this information here, and we're gonna find out what's going on.
No, I think all the top dashers, you, Dash and Trader, the whole bunch, were using the glitch, but you guys were promoting you're making $400 a week. I mean, a day, anytime, but nobody shows their numbers. So, I mean, my question to you is, before this live is over, can you show I think it was the 10th, you made $400? Can you show the numbers from that day? That'd be a big part of shutting up a lot of us.
I will be showing I can definitely show my numbers. It's not a problem. I think I want to make one thing clear. I don't often say I make that much money, because I don't work that much. So I think I've made $400, and I've said it on YouTube 2 or 3 times. The week that I did 2K in 4.5 days.
Bingo. The tide done changed just quick. The momentum just changed. He put the ball in Pedro court. He's stuttering now. He's fumbling around now with the football, trying to pick it up before he get hit by the defensive lineman. And believe me, the defensive lineman gonna come and hit him. You see, so he was getting ready to tell him that I ain't got to show you, and I'm not gonna show you. That's what he was getting ready to say. He had to catch himself. He got caught off guard right then. Let's see what else going on right now.
Verified by other people. I showed my numbers, but I spent more time out. That wasn't a flex. I don't ever work things like that. I've never made $2,000 since, because I didn't give the time and the effort to the app, right? So I'm not on, I've said several times I make $200 a day. That's not hard and simple. I don't go around just saying 400. I don't make videos saying I make $400 a day. I've never said that in a video once. I might say, hey, I made 400 a day, or I made 300 a day, but that's what happened. So I can show that. I'll do that at some point. I have no problem doing that.
All right. Now I gotta speak on the behalf of him, speaking right now about it. That's what we was trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. If you around here making $400 and $500 every day, doing slow times and all that, something is wrong. Now he know he can't sit here and say that, but he did make. You can have moments and times that you will make $400, depending on what city, what market, what day it is. Is it a holiday? Is it a national event going on? And all of that, all of those variables and scenarios you have to look at as well, ladies and gentlemen. I told you Doordash Revolution is doing a review. So can't nobody sue me for this video that I'm putting out right now, because disclaimer is that it is a review. And reviews are fair use, ladies and gentlemen. check your community guidelines and you find out it's not any defamation of no character, nothing. You hearing these men speak for themselves. You hearing me giving you my honest opinion and honest review of what's going on. I don't want to hold this any longer. Let's continue listening to what they're saying, because I'm probably 10 or 15 minutes behind the actual live itself.
This week I made 767 with Doordash and like 500 with Instacart. Yeah, my best day this week, I had a $380 day. That's with Instacart and Doordash, and that was almost 10 hours. I can show that; it's not a problem. I agree with you about people that are saying I'm making this and giving a false sense of reality and hope, because that could be just in your market or their market, and not yours or Torp's. I totally agree with that. Every video that I've made an amount, that's the amount I make. I've never had, I might show a screenshot, yeah, but like I have to take a screenshot and put it up. You guys can believe that or not. I don't have any problem. I've also openly showed my phone on camera many times. It's always the same phone with the ID.
I mean, not to cut you off. I think the issue is not to cut you off. Remember, I want you to understand this. Nobody hates you. Nobody dislikes you as a person.
I'm giving facts.
Just know. It's more of the fact that I can come on here and I can lie and literally just not show my phone and act like I made, like when I hit that money 2 weeks ago, I could have acted like I made $18,000 in 2 weeks of doing rideshare, and people would be all over my channel. But instead, I'm honestly telling people I'm sleeping in a car to work 16 hours to make $200 hopefully for the day. So it's like I'm being real, but you have too many GigTubers that are calling people like me stupid, dumb, not doing it the right way, sometimes even lazy, but they're using, the glitch and using other backdoor ways to take advantage of Lyft that I'm just finding out due to Torp and Jeff Thomas Black. And it's to the point of modern day slavery that we're being promoted. And when I'm talking about slavery, what it means in 2023, we're being corrupted to think that if we work hard and do it the right way, we're going to make this money, but it's almost impossible. So that's really the fight that we're bringing to you guys that are pushing that message. I get it.
You know what? He got a point. He got a valid point. But this is not only with content creators. It's out here with drivers. I didn't did it with drivers. Ask those kind of questions. And people sometimes do lie about the amount of money that they actually making, because they was doing it in Olive Branch, Mississippi here. And I worked in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Tell me that you made $300. You want to show me. That is one of the most difficult things to do right here in Olive Branch, Mississippi, of $400. Now, we got to be reminded of what's happening now is different than what was happening during the pandemic. Them astronomical numbers and all of that. Okay, a lot of drivers were thirsty drivers. When I said pandemic drivers, I'm not talking about drivers that got started during the pandemic. I'm talking about drivers that got spoiled by the pandemic and how people was cheating customers out here, drivers themselves, using techniques and wait time, and they see they could get away with it and tell them, we're going to see, can we go back in the restaurant and see, can we get that, talk to the manager. I know the manager, he can probably push the order, still you got to wait an hour. I can get it there in 30 minutes. Any monetary thing will be appreciated. An extra tip will be appreciated. Drivers was actually doing that. I saw that with my own 2 eyes. I'm not saying they were doing it, but I'm talking about I know who was doing it in my city. Okay. So let's go back and hear some more of this. It's getting really interesting right now.
I totally understand that. I totally get it. But what I want, and the reason I'm doing this is, it's one thing to think somebody's using a glitch. If you're gonna continually make content and have a strong opinion, are we just gonna say, the innocent until proven guilty is no longer a thing? Is this America anymore? Or are we just gonna be able to slander anybody and drag them through the mud just because we think we know? No, we're not gonna do.
Hold on. This is not slander, ladies and gentlemen. He's saying slander calls. First of all, I want to see who's going to ask him. They probably already did it. I don't know. But who leaked this information out is my question. Because, see, I had stopped watching a lot of certain content creators. That's probably the channels I need to check. But if I check it now, they probably I'm not gonna say delete their channel, but they put it back private. That information is not gonna probably be out there. But I know who channel I can go to see when they did that video and everything. And I guarantee you will start finding out certain information that was being talked about. You see, you got Jeff Thomas Black, which was at the top part of the screen, right here where my finger is, right here. Torp here, Rideshare Hustler. Everybody know Pedro. Let's listen to some more of this, ladies and gentlemen.
That's nice. I have receipts, so I want to let Tori talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Mm-mm.
You can ask me a direct question. I know how you stand, but I am very happy that you're here. It tells me a lot about you. You're taking time out of your night. Appreciate that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Pedro, but
No, go ahead.
I was kind of hoping Thomas Woodstash would take the floor.
Okay, let's
He's
give
got a lot.
let's give
All right.
At this moment,
Yeah, if you're
at this moment, I mean, I'm a knee-jerk reaction guy. I'm off the top, and Woodstash has all the game. He has
Yeah.
the game, and
And,
I think it's not
yeah.
a bad thing.
Okay.
You know this, Pedro. He has made the platform a different place, like Jeff Thomas Black. So I would like to hear his input. I've heard Rideshare Hustler. I have nothing to say on what he said because I agree with what he said.
I don't disagree with him either.
I really don't. So I'm ready for Glitch Dash, honestly.
All right,
I'll
I'm
get in.
ready.
I'll get in. I'll get in.
Sounds
I
good.
didn't mean to cut you off, Pedro,
No,
but I'll get in.
Go ahead, Thomas.
All right. I wanted to just ask a couple of questions. I guess we can move on to the question part here.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Something just went wrong on my end. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Thomas is in there. Okay. Hold on.
23. It was told to me to use something called airplane mode. I tried, and I was like, because I tried because I was curious. Somebody tells me something that's significant, I'm gonna do my research. It didn't work. I dismissed it. I dismissed it at that point. Then I heard about it again from somebody else on May 8th.
You sure about that day?
I'm 1000% sure about that day. That was the second time I heard about it.
Okay, may I ask what makes you so sure about that day?
Because I have correspondence in my phone. And
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, you got timestamps. All right, gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
I can show them if you need to. Public.
Okay, just to
Correspondence don't necessarily have to mean that it's timestamps. It could be the recorded information of text messages. It could be recorded information of another person's recording a person's conversation. In case they need that information later to get themselves out of trouble, they got some proof. Now you have to be doing something shady if you start recording people just doing a regular recording. There are laws out there for that. Okay, you got to have that party's consent. There's two parties consent in certain states, and it's just one party consent in certain states. You don't believe me? Just go check it out. Go check it out and dig up the information for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. So let's continue on listening at what's going on. Cause see, I'm having different people lurking in and out, informants that's going to be going back telling them. I'm going to put the video out, so it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put it out. The thing is, by me not having 1,000 subscribers, when I do YouTube live, as soon as I end, it's going to go straight private. That's not me doing it. That's automatic. You know, so once I review my content after that and everything, I had to republish it back out. And I'm definitely going to republish this back out. We talking about our GigTube influencers, gaslighting other content creators, part 1. I got a part 2 coming out. And the other one that I called myself trying to do, I was going to do shorts and clips off of it on. It wasn't meant to be put out there for everybody to see, just I was doing shorts off of it. But this one here, is definitely going to come back out. So let's go ahead and finish listening to what Thomas has to say.
To back up a little bit here, just for anybody who is still like a little bit confused about what's going on here, if you go to a channel called Jeff Thomas Black, there's a video called "The Beginning of the End of Doordash," and if you watch that video, it's a little over an hour long, and it pretty much will like give you like a general overview of like everything that all of this like, you know, quote unquote inquiry is based on. Okay. But anyway, moving on here.
I do want to say this. I also, tonight, we will not be promoting any type of glitches and giving any instructions on how to do that.
All right, you see what Pedro just did. He used a technique, what we call a diverting from the truth. We're getting ready to divert from the truth right now. You see what I'm saying? We're getting ready to divert from the truth right now. Yeah, WG Agency, man, I appreciate your comment there. Them boys getting slaughtered up there. Tort made a fool of himself, and you're way behind. Yeah, I know I'm behind. I'm doing this step by step. I just got through saying I'm 15 minutes behind. If you had been here probably 40 minutes ago, you would have heard me also say that Pedro cherry picks who he debate against. Okay, cherry picks who he debate against. I know I'm behind because I'm also doing a review and I'm stopping just like I'm doing right now, talking about it. That's right. But I try to tell them guys, you know, there's a certain way we got to go with this here. You know, now Pedro, he's divert. He done gave them a house rule. They have been known for years of going and abiding by their house rules. They look at their house rules as more superior than the YouTube guidelines and community guidelines and all that. They debunk YouTube rules when they talk about their house rules on how they can do whatever they want, sell whatever they want, this, that, and the other. I got proof of that too. Now, yeah, I know I'm behind, but I'm doing a review. And like I said, I'm not going to catch their whole lot. So the thing is, I'm catching what I'm catching now, and I'm addressing what I'm listening to right now. And yes, let's go ahead and listen to a little bit more of this.
All right, fair enough. That's fine. Anybody can come by my channel to learn about it.
That's fine.
Yeah. How long have you known Glitcher?
He came on my show. I guess it's been a little over a year when he came on my show. He came in and commented on one of my lives, and I saw who he was. Me and him he kind of rubbed me the wrong way at first, and that was the reason I had him on the show. Me and him
really
had I was like my at that point my AR was low.
All right, I got to stop it again. Now I got a question for Pedro. So the only people, well, I'm gonna say certain people that you want on your show is when you got a problem with them. Did I not just say earlier in this video that he cherry picks the people he debate with? Okay, let's proceed on.
Right?
Okay.
Ty, he was saying nonsense in my opinion. This is 2022.
Yeah, did you guys do a video together?
We did a live together.
Okay, yeah. That was a little bit like before I got to the space, you know.
So we did two lives. We did one, and I did another one with him about maybe a month or 6 weeks later. It's kind of like Top Dasher versus Cherry 2.0.
Yeah, I kind of remember that video. I forgot to watch it though.
Yep. And I want to make this also clear.
Okay.
The momentum of the topic and the conversation is beginning to change. It's beginning to change. That's the reason why I wanted to come out with drama stories for a section on my channel. And I wanted to come out with a debate section on my channel. And any debater can tell right now that the momentum has changed. It's an uneasy feeling in the room right now. But I'm still right here with the guys I rock with and all of that. And I'm going to see some of the results, what goes on. I probably won't be on no more than about an hour. Cause for me to run through this whole video gonna take longer than that because I'm gonna see what else went on. Because WG agency just let me know some things right now. And he said, whoa, you way behind. Yeah, that's because I'm stopping and I'm commenting on what I'm looking at right now, which I already told you from the beginning. I'm not going to comment on the whole live. So let's see what else going on right quick, ladies and gentlemen.
At all. And I have people that can attest to that are in the live as well. His name is Ron Dashway.
So give me like an estimate of like how long between the time you met Glitchard and the time you found out about the glitch in question. I'm not talking about the airplane mode thing. I'm talking about what we're talking about right now.
So I told you just now, mate.
Bingo. Thomas know what he's talking about. The airplane mode thing don't have nothing to do with what they talked about. This glitch does. And if you want to find out more information, those that don't know, you would have to look at the man that's speaking right now, Thomas Schubeck Industries, and also the guy he's talking about, which is a writer, Jeff Thomas Black. And look at those videos and you be the judge yourself what's going on. But Thomas asking certain questions for a certain reason. So I'm going to tell you, from what I'm looking at, he's setting the man up to tell a lie. He may not even correct them in the lie. Okay? And there's a technique you use when you're questioning the integrity of another person. And I told people what defines the character of a human being. This is what Thomas is doing right now. Let's proceed on and see what's going on here.
When I found out about how to use it, and it was talk to me about it, and okay, well that's weird. Never heard. I heard about some airplane thing, but this is a little different. So by then it had been, I don't know when Richard.
Bingo. Why did he try to snowball them into thinking that the airplane mode had something to do with the glitch they talking about now? Thomas just bust him out, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas just bust him out. The airplane mode was used, ladies and gentlemen, to disguise when you got a Doordash order and when you multi-apping, that Doordash can't pick up where your location at when you dropping off an order for Uber Eats, Walmart, Spark, or any other platform. That's not the dirty apping technique that Thomas is talking about. Pedro is trying to wiggle his way out of this one, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the airplane mode is used for. A lot of veteran drivers know about this. You remember I came out and I talked about a year ago about the dirty apping and the dirty multi-apping? They will sit here and stack multiple orders on multiple platforms. DoorDash, they turn that airplane mode off when they had a DoorDash order, so DoorDash couldn't detect what they was doing and where they was dropping orders off. That's what Thomas stopped him right there. No, let's stop talking about the airplane mode. That's a different topic. It is. That's not the one that he's talking about. Pedro tried to divert from the question, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe towards the end of summer, so maybe 10 months or so.
Okay.
It was a little, maybe a little bit less than that. There was a lot of months, and me and Richard don't communicate. I don't talk to him. I've had one phone conversation with Richard after our live, and that's been it. I haven't talked to him.
Okay. So. And who was it that told you about the glitch?
I'm not. So that's a good question. So the two people that told me about it, I will not mention their name. They both know they.
Bingo. We all know that he was going to say that I'm not at liberty to speak. And I don't want to incriminate myself in case this thing takes legal action. All right. And when it does take legal action, if this happens, people are going to be pleading the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. People are going to be pleading the fifth. Yeah. If it goes that far. So don't go out and say the DoorDash revolution said, nope, I said if. If is a big word on what we talked about right now. Plus, I'm going to put my video out. So if you mess around and take my words out of content, one thing about when I create my content, I will counter react you and show you exactly what I see. Go ahead. Let's see what else going on.
Come up here live tonight, and they can actually. The reason that when I found out about this is the reason why I did not share it. There is one close friend of mine. I did a video. I sent him a video on my phone. He said, "Dude, can you believe this shit? This is crazy. If I made a video, if I was all about clicks and views, I can make a video and blow up this whole community right now." I decided actively not to do it.
He's not going to blow up this whole community right now because he's the leader. He's the influence. He's the leader of a lot of the stuff that's going on. I'm not saying that he the one is the kingpin of it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about as far as information shouldn't be leaked. Certain things shouldn't be said. I talked about those things months ago around the time frame that he talked about. Did I say something earlier about 10 months? They talking about 10 months right now. So evidently the DoorDash revolution know what he talking about. Okay. There are certain things I know too, but I'm not going to let that information come out. There's top secret information, classified information, and you just have that regular clearance information. And you know, and when you're in a group such as these guys and everything, close-knit group and everything, you know, they know certain things they should say and shouldn't say. In other words, loose lips sink ships. Now, who leaked the information out? Thomas already asked him a question he already know the answer to. He also knew Pedro was going to tell him that I'm not at liberty to say who it is.
Yeah, because somebody tells me something in trust and says, "Don't say anything," and if I give them my word as a man, like, "Hey man, this stays between us. I don't need it," because at that point, my acceptance rate was 71%. I'm going to reference some video. May 8th, my acceptance rate was already 71 because I reset my acceptance rate back in early November, and the videos are there. I'll give you guys some dates. You guys can do all the research.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he's not doing it right now. He's not showing them right now. I'm not saying he don't have that provided information right now. He keep going back to May 8th. I don't know what is May 8th was a holiday, or was the May 8th when this conspiracy started? I don't know. I don't know. You know, and I can't speak on what I don't know, but I notice he keep repeating May 8th. Okay. Now, since he mentioned reset, keyword reset, a lot of drivers was talking about, and I remember the months when they was talking about where, you know, DoorDash is allowing you to reset your AR rating so your ratings can go up. So we're going to have to do some content or do some research on that, find out what actually went on about that. But yeah, in certain markets and everything, this don't have anything to do with the glitch that, you know, you can, you know, DoorDash was allowing people to reset their AR rating. Okay. So somebody found a loophole, and that loophole was that we can also do it too, even though we hadn't got the opportunity or the invitation in our market yet for that. We didn't get that in our market, you know, to reset, to be able to hit the reset, and then our rating go up, and then we automatically top dashers. You know, so that's what Pedro is talking about right now. That's what he's leaning more towards, diverting away, getting away from what the glitch gate is, to, okay, this was what was happening at that time, which it was. Let's go ahead and listen to some more of this information, ladies and gentlemen.
So I didn't have a need for it. My AR was already high.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually going to be the next question because.
Go
ahead. Did you want to say something, Tor?
I'm just listening. I got something to say, but it's going to come after what you guys said.
Okay, I was going to say you.
Bingo. See, Torp gathering information, and he's thinking back of all of the videos that he looked at, all of the content creators he was looking at. He's going down memory lane in here. He's going down memory lane. That's why he's not saying anything. He's being very selective on the choice words he chooses to say. Torp, you're being very smart at this moment for doing that. I got to commend you on that. Okay, I told you guys I was gonna be right here rooting for you. I'm gonna be right here. But I also let a lot of you guys know that Pedro cherry pick who he debates with. Okay, I'm reiterating that. You see what I'm saying? This ain't no attack against him. It's just acknowledging how clever this man is. You know, and I could say some things right now. People be like, you don't know that. You don't know what's going behind the scenes. You don't know their conversations. Were you there? No, but we can sit there and do a mental picture of what was said behind the scenes. Okay, but I'm not going to do it here. We're going to listen and find out a little bit more before I get off the air. Come on, let's see what we got going on, ladies.
If you want to say it now, that might be a good time because this might take like a minute. There's a few more questions that I go through here.
I already hearing about people saying they ain't gonna say shit about shit when there's shit going on.
So, Tor, let me ask you a question. I want to say something real quick. You can just listen. You don't have to. If you're not ready to talk, you don't have to. We can get back to Thomas and Dennis. So, for me, this is how I look at something.
Like the momentum getting ready to change again, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it's getting ready to change at the moment right now. You know, I got to give these men props for being brave enough to speak out. Whether they win the debate or lose the debate, somebody had to speak out. Okay. You can't be afraid to speak your mind. You can't be afraid to speak your truth. You can't be afraid to stand up for the moment of truth. Okay. So we're going to play a little bit more of this right here as I'm doing this review. But the momentum is changing. It's beginning to change. Let's see what's going on with it.
I have one of the most watched channels on Doordash community. Would you guys agree with that?
No.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
I would not.
Who has more views than me?
Verbatim, you do not.
Okay, that's fine. So I have one of the most watched YouTube content creators on YouTube.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you're probably in the top 10.
You asked me a question, I'm gonna answer it. Lipstash has 225 subscribers and is pushing almost 1,000 fucking views a video. Almost 1,000 a video. You've got over 60,000 and you're pushing 5,000. Verbatim, he wins.
It doesn't matter verbatim. So,
Well, fuck. Dude, if he doesn't win verbatim, what does win?
sure. You just compared 5.
Oh, we in trouble. We in trouble. Torp need to calm down. We in trouble. You know, this is the gaslighting technique Pedro uses. Now, he's pulling rank right now of who he is. I am, and I have YouTube authority presence right now. Who has the most YouTube authority presence is what Pedro is trying to say. He's not trying to say, he said it. What did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, earlier in this live here? Pay attention to the narrative. Pay attention to the wordplay. Pay attention to what is being said and what's not being said. Okay? Pay attention to it, ladies and gentlemen. I already know what the outcome of this is going to be, but I'm not going to say what it is. Let's listen to a little bit more of this here as I do my review.
1,000 views to 1,000 and said that 1,000 is more important than relative to 5.
He's got 225 subscribers.
That doesn't matter. It's about the.
Yeah, it does. Because he's
Guys,
got more goddamn
guys.
comments. He's got more goddamn likes.
All right.
Guys, my channel has 10,000 views.
Question I'm answering.
Yeah, listen,
If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to.
that's your opinion.
That's your option.
You're
It's not
entitled.
an opinion, dude. It's a fucking fact.
5,000 views versus
Look
1,000.
at his goddamn channel, dude. The reason you're here is because he's broke.
10.
That's the only reason you're here is because he's broke.
20 million views is 10,000. I heard you got it.
20 million, motherfucker. Do you understand what being elaborate is? I think you just explained elaborate. You have exaggerated that number. We are not. You are. That's your own conduct.
See, Torp getting upset, making Torp mad. That's what he was doing If I can get one of them mad, I can tear them down. I can tear these three men apart. Now, what did I just tell you? Why he didn't call the Doordash Revolution for the show, for debate? Because this is what he would be up against. He's using his YouTube authority presence, ladies and gentlemen, to gaslight the viewers, audience, and content creators. What did I just get through saying? Are GigTube influencers gaslighting other content creators? You seen one of the best in the game do it right here before you. Pedro, Doordash, Santiago. I got a mean debate going on my live right now. And the word gonna get back out to you. You see, because I see you for who you are. You see. Now let's play a little bit more of this right here.
Hey, Dennis,
It is on YouTube. Look at the fucking views, man. He's got all the. All right, I'll shut up.
I think I can explain. I think I can give you middle ground on where you both are coming from. So is that so Glitch? So Glitch says if he has 250 subscribers and he's getting 1,000 views, that means his engagement is high because YouTube is pushing his channel. But you got to remember, with like Pedro's the most active rideshare channel, but they're bigger channels, they got more subscribers, but when they put out videos, they're only getting 1,000 views. So it's just in time, like when Glitch Dash, when he hits his peak, then YouTube is going to stop the pushing of his videos and then it's going to get back to the regular number. I've done it through it too. I used to get like 3,000 views a video, but then as
all right, Rideshare Hustler is explaining to Thomas how the game go. How the game go. That's what he's doing right now. He's explaining how the game go. Because Rideshare Hustler, at one time, I think he had 10,000 subscribers. So he's explaining to him how this game go. Wow. Okay. I probably do. I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna be on this here, but this is honest review, ladies and gentlemen. You keep hearing the man talk about his YouTube authority presence. I done spoke about their YouTube authority presence. They use it to control this community. That's what they do. That's how they gaslight the viewers. That's how they gaslight the audience. That's how they can be able to gaslight content creators. You're just looking at one of the best at the game that does it. People, you better learn to listen to the Doordash Revolution as we reveal in the moment of truth. All right. Let's let these men speak on.
10 views, my numbers drop.
Right, check this out.
Yeah.
Glitch Dash does not have AdSense. And his views have gone through the fucking nuts roof.
Mine did the same thing. I'm not even trying to defend Page. I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's
and
not
I'm
getting
just
credit.
ready.
He's doing his shit. He's doing his shit and he's getting mad respect. Mad
Listen,
respect.
you're right.
Can you imagine if he was Pedro getting paid?
Such a big deal. He got my attention. Such a big deal.
All right. Pedro just did something real there. Mad respect, Pedro. That was real.
He got my
That
attention.
was real.
He's here. Yeah. So I agree with what he's saying, but
I got
I'm just
you.
talking in numbers, you know. So, well, listen. So I want to also make something really clear. You asked a question. You asked me.
You know why Pedro talking in numbers? Have you ever heard the saying that numbers don't lie? Statistics don't lie. He's using the statistics in his favor right now. Why he can say that I am the man when it comes to YouTube presence authority. I knew that he was going to do this. I knew Pedro was going to go there. He really diverted away from when they had him up against the wall. He some kind of way slid it away to where, oh yeah, the ball back in my court now. I done put that crossover on you. I done put that mean crossover on you. Watch me shoot this three. Uncontested. That's what just happened. You see, Anytime a content creator start talking about their YouTube presence, they're gonna always use numbers. That's the reason why I didn't understand why they attacked the Hot Facts with Robert Reese when they was doing this way before Hot Facts with Robert Reese came on the scene. Go figure, ladies and gentlemen. Doordash revolution just turned the light bulb on in the dark room. Now people are gonna need to think now. See, he was telling who can be on his show, who is allowed to talk about this situation, and others don't need to be saying anything. He said he was going to put an end to this tonight. That's what he said. We heard him. But he diverted. He's slick, he's crafty, he's smart. He's very savvy. Yeah, I got to give you that, Pedro. Let's hear what else going on right now.
The name of the person. I will not share somebody's name. If they tell me, hey, don't say, I'm not gonna. I don't roll like that. That's not how I am.
What if you could help somebody? What if you could help 10,000 or 60,000 people, Pedro? What if you could help them? So what if you knew about the glitch and you could help them?
Stop. So May 8th, if I make
Tell me to stop, dude, I'm gone. I did that shit with fucking flex, man.
Listen,
I ain't gonna stop. You wanted me here, I'm here.
We can't talk over each other. I said that in the beginning.
Well, you asked me a goddamn question, answer the fucking question.
And if you ask me one, you gotta let me answer. So
I didn't ask you a goddamn question, did I? I told you what I think. You asked me one.
Sure, we're gonna do this or not, man? We're good, right? Okay.
Back up, do a double step. It's all good.
May 9th, if I make a video, I probably, maybe I could have helped some people for an interim amount of time. But then what? Maybe dads just get deactivated. Maybe so then that's on my head? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna push something that is against TOS and that is against I'm not gonna do it. That's why I didn't team up with certain companies before. I'm not going.
Oh, he was getting ready to let the cat out the bag. He was this close. Well, tweet. But guess what? I know who we talking about. I know exactly who Pedro talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, you know when I laugh like that, there's somebody in trouble. I know exactly who he talking about. But just like him, I'm not at liberty to speak right now.
To push something just so we can all make money for 1 month.
Pedro, how many people have been deactivated for Twitch?
I have no. How would I know that? I have no idea.
We do. Nobody.
Okay.
We're not.
Wow. Interesting.
How do I know that?
How have you been? I've been telling you, nobody. GigTube has been pushing it. He's been pushing on his channel. Every video for thousands of views has been pushing it, and it still exists.
Right.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
He's
helping people. You're not. You're telling people we're full of shit, and we're telling you don't get it. So that's where you're butthurt.
So nope. Let me get to my.
Oh, there's no, dude.
Okay.
You fucking failed on that point. Make another one. Make another one.
Are you gonna be respectful or not?
What did I say was disrespectful? That I don't agree with you? Ouch. Whoops. I don't agree with Pedro. That makes me a bad guy. I thought this was all about truth.
So you keep talking. I'm gonna give you dates and videos to look up really quick.
Roll.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Torp throwing his punches right now. I'm laughing because he's throwing his punches right now. I don't know what the outcome of the hour I'm behind in right now, but Torp throwing some punches right now. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys have him right now. Everybody gets right now. We're not doing later. We're not doing earlier. We're doing now. Now, Pedro, speak now. In the now. Not later. Not before.
So let's put him on mute because he obviously doesn't understand that I'm going to give dates. He just wants to. So you guys ready? Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Tom. I'm going to unmute Torp because I do want him still in the show. I want him to leave. Now, so let's see. November 1st on YouTube, my acceptance rate 69%. November 3rd, Top Dasher is over. That's a video that I did. That's November 3rd. November 4th, I start talking about shop and pay options and how that's a way to raise your AR and also get the Dash Now feature. November 8th, Diamond Zone hits. I talk about Diamond Zone, having to stay above 50%, testing it out. November 15th, Diamond Program, higher AR. November 17th.
All right, back to the Diamond Program thing. Started testing it out. My question is, how long did you test it out? How long did you do the review? How long did you do the research? How long did you discover the techniques of being a diamond collector? Okay, what videos did you watch? What content creator information did you gather information from that helped you step your game up in the diamond program to make money? No, I'm not talking about the glitch, but I'm talking about the moment of truth. He's not going to tell you everything. It looked more like it's the trials of Pedro Doordash Santiago than the trials of the Doordash revolution. Do y'all remember that, ladies and gentlemen? Light bulb. This man is clever now. He just didn't say that. But we actually see what's going on right now. Think about it. The trials of Pedro Doordash Santiago. Mr. Bet on You. We did episode series on the trials of the Doordash revolution. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on. I just thought I would throw that out there.
Make a video, quitting Doordash for now. Had a bad week. I said, I'm going to do some Instacart and Uber. November 28th, Top Dasher. I was at 71%. There's video evidence on YouTube. How should we handle it? How should we handle Top Dasher? It started changing at that point. December 6th, Top Dasher, November. I got Top Dasher for November, 71% AR. I didn't know about the glitch in December 10th. Stop doing Doordash. Make a video.
Okay, now Pedro arguing his case, like anybody that's behind the 8 ball should. Doing a very good job. He's arguing the case right now. You see, he did do those videos, ladies and gentlemen. I remember when he done them. Is reason why what I said a few minutes earlier. You see, he's not going to mention about the live he was on with me and Reese. And I told that man he had to start changing his content. And he did start changing his content. He's my living witness that he changed his content. He changed because he tried to get on the DDC, which is the Doordash Council Committee, the DCC, the Doordash Council Committee. He tried to get on there. I don't know if he got it or not. If he had got it, he probably would already, ladies and gentlemen, would have announced it, or he may not have would have announced it. But I told him that if he was going to be on that committee, he was going to have to change his content. And if you don't believe me, I can get my hands on that content, ladies and gentlemen, and I will put it on this show here. Not tonight, but I'll put it on this show because you got to give me time to go back and that we talk about some history here that I got to go back and retrieve. Okay. Now let's listen to some more of this here.
December 17th, earn by time. I started doing earn by time, another way to get the AR up. I started talking about, hey, maybe this could be an option. It's good, it's bad. I made videos saying I'm not going to have opinion anymore. I'm going to test these programs for the community, give you my perspective.
Bingo. He did that, ladies and gentlemen. He did do that. But he was not the content creator that was doing it. Okay. But he did do it. He did change his content. He did change the direction he was going in. We talked about Mr. No Tip, No Trip here. Okay. He did do them things, ladies and gentlemen. He did do that. Okay. I told you I was going to give an honest review. Whether you like the review that I give or you don't like the review. But he did do those things he said that he's doing. He done shuffled the cards and now he's stacking his deck. Now he's getting ready to play the game for the win. All right, let's check it out.
January 3rd, Earn
Hang
my
on, really quick. Do you know which dates you ever promoted Top Dasher? Can you list those dates?
I've never promoted Top Dasher, ever.
Have you ever? Okay.
Hold on. I have never said you should be a Top Dasher. You should take $2 and $3 orders. Find me the video where I said that.
Okay, he's diverting again. Cause if you're a GigTube influencer and you became a Top Dasher, that is enough as promote. So you admit that you didn't promote Top Dasher. So you right here admitted on the public forum that you are an undercover Top Dasher. Now, which one is it? You just admit that you didn't promote Top Dasher, Mr. No Tip, No Trip. So you are the leader of the undercover dashers, Top Dashers. He's falling into somebody's hands that wouldn't mind debating against him about certain things right now. Let's listen to some more, ladies and gentlemen.
Always said these are options, and I was testing things for the community to see if they were good or bad, because I didn't want to have an opinion. I wanted to have facts.
Okay.
So hold on.
Really quick.
The first.
He's right. He's right. He was told this too. He thought about it, why he had to change his content. He's telling you why he had to change his content. But it's more behind what's being said. It's more behind what's being said, ladies and gentlemen. But he admit that he did not promote Top Dash. So he's telling us he was an undercover Top Dash. Or underground Top Dash. Wow. I learned a lot tonight. We all learn a lot tonight. But this is an honest review, though. Let's go back to seeing. I keep hearing people hitting walls and stuff. I need to find out what's going on. But yeah, let's go ahead and see how this thing gonna turn out in the next few minutes, and then Doordash Revolution gonna get off his live, because I've been on here an hour and 22 minutes. I didn't look forward to have a whole lot of viewers, but I guarantee you the ones that came in here are the ones that are informants. Loose lips sink ships. I want them to go back and report this. That's why I did exactly what I did tonight. Let's go ahead and listen to some more of this.
I just wanted to ask. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay. I just wanted to ask. I'm sorry. I have memory problems now. I forgot what I was saying. We're promoting Top Dasher. Sorry, man. I forgot. Go ahead.
First week of January, I went on a vacation on a cruise. I came back and made a video saying January, this whole year, I'm going to try to be positive, show you guys actual information versus spewing opinions. I made that video, right? February 23rd, Dash Along. I started talking about Dash Along the Way, another way to raise your ARC. You're not having to waste time going to a zone. You can dash along the way. And usually those orders can be pretty good for me. March 1st, new top.
I wonder where he got that information from. Ladies and gentlemen. Because a lot of the stuff he's saying, he didn't discover on his own. He listened to advice of another content creator, and he started saying, look, let me try some of these things. Interesting. I'm going to end it right here because I have seen enough. I'm going to look at the rest, but it won't be reviewed. I reviewed the most key points that I wanted to review. I knew how the outcome of this situation was going to go all the way up to now. You see, so Pedro was an underground Top Dasher or undercover Top Dasher. He did not promote Top Dash because he missed the no tip, no trip. Okay. Where did you get your ideas from to start changing your content? Who requested for you to change your content? You should be thanking the Doordash Revolution, because if you didn't take the advice of the Doordash Revolution, you would have been in trouble tonight among these men in this live stream here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I did my review. It was an honest review. Wasn't bashing anybody. Okay. But so far, did they really find out what they wanted to find out tonight? I got these guys back. You know, I got to give them a salute for their bravery and courage and standing on the panel tonight. I told them I would be on live. They didn't know what I was going to do, but I told them I was going to be on live. I done it. Now I have did my review. I will republish this video. And when I republish this video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to cut anything from it. I'm not going to cut anything from it. And what I'm getting ready to do is end this episode. I don't even know what I'm going to title this episode. I know I'm not going to title The Trials of Pedro. I'm not going to do that. That might be an insult. I'm not going to do that. I don't know what I'm going to title it. Yes, I do. Let's go back to what I said at first. Gotcha. Are GigTube influencers gaslighting other content creators? Part 1, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I told y'all. That's what it's not. I'm coming out with part 2, and I'm not going to tell you what the title that's going to be. All right. So take care. Have a great evening. And we see you guys in the next video. See how to turn this thing off. Right there. Right there.